Hey guys, it's Gabby. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be doing the totally should've book tag. Let's go.
Drop the bass, main and bass get lower. Radio say speed it up, I just go slower. Highlight treble, puffin' on the mid.
Alright, so the first one is totally should've had a sequel. And for this one, I have two quick answers. The first one is Ignite Me by Tahara Mafi. I know this is like the third book in a trilogy. I feel like this ended so abruptly and I love these characters so much. I just kind of need more. A sequel would be awesome. I just want to know what happens after this book because the other book is I'll Meet You There by Heather Demetrios, because I also feel like this book kind of ended a little bit abruptly. A book that takes place like a year after all the events that go down in this book. I don't know, maybe just a novella, just anything. I just need to know. Alright, number 2 is totally should have had a spin-off series, The Lunar Chronicles, because I think if Thorn and Cress had a spin-off series of their own, that would be badass, because they're my favorite characters in The Lunar Chronicles, Avi. I love them. 3 is an author who should totally write more books. And I think Morgan Matson needs to write more books. So far, I think she's only written like 3. And of course, Rainbow Rowell, one of my faves. She's only written about 5 books. I love it. I need more. I need more. Number 4 is character who should have totally ended up with somebody else. This one might be a little controversial, guys. To all the boys I've loved before, and P.S. I still love you, because, yeah. I can't even speak right now without spoilers. But yeah, I just think that Lara Jean should have ended up with somebody else. Number 5 is totally should have ended differently. Whew, this one was so easy. And I'm gonna go with the Never Never trilogy. Technically part 3 is what I'm talking about, but this is part 1, but I don't have part 3. But yeah, holy shit, right? Like, part 3 should have totally ended differently. That was a freaking joke. That was a joke, right? Because part 3 ended in like the worst possible way, I think, and I didn't like that shit. I don't like it. Alright, number 6 is totally should have a movie franchise. And for this one I have 2 answers because I'm pretty sure the first one is becoming a movie. Vicious by Victoria Schwab, because this would be the most badass epic movie ever, right? It's like Walter White, but like in a movie. Victor Vale is awesome and badass and he'd be my favorite. Like, I'm pretty sure this is becoming a movie. If you look on IMDb, Ridley Scott is already attached to produce it, which is crazy. For my actual answer, I'm gonna say You by Carolyn Kepnes, because this would be a kick-ass movie. It would be so awesome, it'd be so creepy, and I would freaking love to see this adapted. It'd be kind of like Dexter, but like in a movie. But like not really, because he's only obsessed with one girl and he's like, but I mean like how he's creepy. He would be like Dexter, like the main character would be like Dexter. He'd like talk to himself in his head, like the narrations. Alright, number 7 is totally should have a TV series. And I'm gonna go with The Lunar Chronicles, because how freaking awesome would this be as a TV show? Like, for real, guys. It'd be like Once Upon a Time, but like younger and a little bit more badass, because the characters are awesome. Like, they're princesses, but they're like in the future, so they're awesome. Alright, number 8 is totally should have had one point of view. For this one, I'm gonna go with We All Looked Up by Tommy Wallich, because holy shit, there was like 4 point of views in this. It made it very confusing to read from. Not only that, but like the fact that there's so many characters in this, and all the characters written in this book kind of sound the same when it's from their point of view. So I'm constantly like, wait, whose perspective are we in now? Like, I was so confused. So if this had one point of view, that would have changed a lot of things for me. Alright, number 9 is totally should have a cover change. Unteachable by Leah Rader, but that's just because this is one of my favorite books of all time and I really don't like this cover. I would appreciate a cover change. And my other answer is Point of Retreat by Colleen Hoover. This whole Slammed trilogy in general, I think the covers are not that pretty and they don't match, which is like really frustrating and annoying. Like, what is this? Like, if you look at the Slammed cover, it's just like a stool and like curtains, and then this, and like the third cover is like purple, and I don't know, guys. I want a different cover. What is this? Alright, number 10 is totally should have kept the original covers. And for this one, my answer's kind of the same, because Unteachable had a really beautiful original cover. It was like the most beautiful, I'll put it here. Yeah. It was the most beautiful cover I've ever seen, and like I really wanted that version. Like, I held off buying it because I wanted a physical copy of that version, and then they were like, no, we're not making that one anymore. So I was like, ugh. And the last question is totally should have stopped at book 1. The first one is The Maze Runner because I think that this book would be a perfect standalone. I think it's a really, really cool idea. I didn't like The Scorched Trials that much. I haven't even read The Death Cure, but I think that this would have been perfectly fine as like a solo book. And then my second answer is Winger by Andrew Smith. This book just came out with a sequel last year, and I was kind of surprised because I was like, why does that book need a sequel, you know? Like, I thought that this was a really great standalone book, and I personally don't think it needed a sequel. That was the totally should have book tag. Oh my gosh, this video is gonna have a lot of bloopers because I could not speak today. I'll put those at the end of this video if you want to see those. Thank you so much for watching. This was a really fun book tag. I am hopefully gonna start doing more book tags in the future. I need to get on this. I need to stop messing around. Anyways, thanks for watching as always. I hope to see you guys soon. And
why you think you keep my name rolling off the tongue? 'Cause when you wanna smash, I just write another one.
I've had a sequel. Oh geez, sorry. Okay. Alright, number 2 is totally should've. What? No. 2 of my faves, which is Morgan Matson by Since You've Been. Blah, blah. What is it with today? It'd be really intense. It'd be kind of like Gone Girl, but like not. No, it wouldn't be anything like Gone Girl. I don't know why I said that. Scratch that. Okay. For this one, I'm not going to be predictable, but I am predictable. Anyways,